What's up, everybody? We're back with another live interview with another amazing artist. I cannot wait to bring him to you today. His name is JayVic, and he's got an album on iTunes, and it is Trying to Sleep. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. Very excited to have him on. And if you don't know, I'm sure you're going to be a fan after this too.
My wish, he said who you miss. I'll come from the mist. My grandfather with wings, I couldn't believe it. God, Jesus, who do I say? I can't like a speak it backwards.
All right, let's get my man JayVic on here now.
Yo, what's up, Solee?
What's up? What's up, JayVic? I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Let me get my sound working right here. There we go. All right. Y'all already know we're going live, so always expect the unexpected. I'm so grateful to have you on here. Thank you so much for coming on here. I can't wait to have people listen to your music, you know, do some Q&A, find out more about you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you having me on here. Like, 100%. Like, it means a lot to me. So, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. And if you don't know, JayVic, he's on Instagram. He is on iTunes. He's got his album there, Trying to Sleep. And in my personal opinion, your album is epic. It's legendary. It's awesome.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I had somebody ask me the other day, and they're like, oh, what song do you recommend? And I was like, you got to listen to the whole album.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, everybody was super excited. All my fans were just excited that you were doing this for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the whole album is just a vibe. It's like, it's not like you have really, really good songs on there, but the whole feel of it is like one sensation. It's like a journey. I think that's like so cool.
I feel weird you saying that because it's just like, because I'm me, you know, and it just feels like, you know, it's just me basically telling my story, and it's just crazy to hear people like actually enjoy my music, and because I never thought, you know, this day would come, to be honest, like where I would actually have people that actually not only just listen to my music but actually can relate to it, you know, and it's really a special thing, you know.
Right. So and we're gonna get into all the details here in a second, but looking at the chat, looking at some people saying, hey, if you know somebody, if you think that they like Jay's music, go and send that invite out so that they can come and watch it live. So expose them out so they know and get exposed to some other great music out there. So
yeah, thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, so let me I want to play something real quick on here before we even get started, and make sure all the sound is right here. So 1 second. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start off right. June 20th, 1994, the day I was born. C-section hard on my mother. My mother told my father, you ain't born in another. Put the vinyl on the record player. What you think is playing? I'm green, Shakespeare, I'm set for the
just watching the chat.
What's
up, y'all? What's up, Bill Squire?
I put the earphones on and play my music.
What's up, Bill Squire?
I guess that's why they call it tuning out.
What's up, Savage? What's up, Edgar? What's up, y'all? Damien just wrote, like, you should hear his moan. You should hear my moan. I'm not gonna lie. Just, you should hear it.
Okay.
It's classic. It's not.
Oh God.
You put
Oh
me on the
God.
spot.
I don't even know.
But thank you for playing that. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, look, I'm blushing for real now.
Yeah. These are. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault.
No, it's all good. We're all having fun here, so it's all good. So let's just start. Look, let me fix this piece of hair real quick, and then we can continue on with the interview. Look.
No, I get that.
You
No, I get that.
someone say for real, like, yeah, it needs to cooperate. All right,
Yeah.
all right. Look.
I feel like an hour getting ready, so it's all good. I understand. Yeah.
So tell us about your name in the first place. How did you come up with your name with JayVic?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So basically, it's actually a really interesting story. You know, like I tell all my fans when I go on live, you know, they ask me the same thing. The way I came up with the name is basically when I was like growing up, you know, I didn't have exactly, you know, I wasn't exactly the, you know, the coolest kid in school. So like, I didn't really have a lot of people talking to me, and I got bullied a lot. And then on top of that, I was failing every class. Like every class I was failing.
Damn.
And on top of failing every class, you know, you know, I didn't exactly have the best luck with the, you know, with the ladies and shit, you know? So I just felt like a complete, like, utter loser, you know, around that time. And the way I came up with the name is that, you know, my actual name is John. That's my actual name, John. So
Okay.
I always liked the name Jay. For whatever reason, I always just thought that name was cooler. And when I decided to come up with the name, this is where it's gonna kind of be kind of dorky though. I was such a big fan of Eminem, and his name was Slim Shady. So like,
Right.
when I wanted to go ahead, when I like dreamed about like performing and doing shows with him and shit, I thought it would be really dope to have like a dope name that rhymed almost exactly like his. So like when he would go ahead and be like Slim Shady, you know, I'd be like and JJ, or I don't know, like I thought that shit was dope. And that was like my first original name was JJ, which was really retarded. And eventually, you know, yeah,
It's cute.
yeah, I was young, and eventually, what happened then was I ended up downloading this battle, like rap battle app. It was called Rap Rivals, and I went on there, and they wanted me to choose a name. Well, you know, I didn't like JJ, so I thought I could just name myself Jay, but it was too short. Like the name was too short. I had to create a longer name, so I was like, okay, you know, Eminem always says like to play, you know, like use your negatives as like a positive. So I always felt like a loser. So I thought maybe I could go ahead and name myself like, you know, the opposite of that, which is like winning. But winning didn't sound good. So I thought Jay Victorious. And so then I came up with the name Jay Victorious. And then
Love
as I got like a buzz on that app, and I got people like listening to me, and people started calling me JayVic for short, for Jay
it. Okay.
Victorious. And that's how the name became JayVic.
I love that. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And that's so real too. That's something I've noticed about like your music and just sitting here talking with you too, is that you're a real genuine person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
like some superficial or ego thing. And I appreciate that realness. And I see some people in the comments too saying that you like actually affected their lives. And I can see
Yeah.
that through this album too, you know, like especially,
Yeah.
you know, what you're talking about and stuff. So I think that's pretty epic. That's really cool.
Yeah, I would be nothing without my fans, and vice versa. You know, they saved my life too. So it's like, it's, you know, I like, I try to like write back to every one of my fans because I love them that much, and honestly, I like, you know, they're not just like fans, they're family, you know.
Right. Okay. So, then what made you what made you come up with the mask, the hat? Which, by the way, one of your pictures that I posted up the other day too, so nasty. Like the one you had, like the fur jacket and the hat. I love that one. That is so cool.
Yeah. No, I was debating wearing that jacket today, but it's too fucking hot.
I
You
know, right? Yeah. I'm wearing
yeah.
long sleeves, so I was like, people are gonna think I'm crazy because it's like
No,
100 degrees
no,
here.
I'm right there with you. No, I get that. No, I hear you. Yeah, the way I came up with the mask. So the reason why the mask came about is believe it or not, I actually have had the album Trying to Sleep. I've had it for 3 years.
Oh wow, okay.
Uh, and I've tried, like using it. I've performed, I've opened for a bunch of artists and just nothing, no buzz, nothing. I don't know why, but nothing happened for me. And then, I got like, I got a feeling that maybe the reason why was because the way I looked, and so I thought, I ended up watching a video. It was, do you know the band 21 Pilots?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So they have a song called, I think it's called My Car Radio. And so in the video, I forget the artist's name, but he wears like a mask, like a ski mask. And I thought that was so dope. And I thought, wouldn't it be something like fucking awesome to make my name JayVic be more than just like be bigger than myself, you know? There's no ethnicity, there's no color, it's just a character, kind of like a like a Spider-Man or some type of character like that, like the mask could be bigger and more for people than what I could be. So that's why I ended up putting on the mask, and little did I know that like people would actually dig it, and it just became a thing now.
I love that. I love that. That's really dope. Like you know, when I was like a little girl, I was like, I wish I could be a superhero when I grow up.
Right? Yeah. No,
Like, I was like, that'd be really cool. That's
yeah.
so cool. I love that. I love that. I want to take a really quick break. I want to play another song. I want to play. Let's play "Dreams in the Sky." And if you don't know, we're interviewing JayVic right now, and I am playing songs off his album, which is called "Trying to Sleep," and that is in the iTunes store. So if you don't have it, go and get it. All right. So this is "Dreams in the Sky."
Yeah. As I say right there.
I'm just reading the comments. It's fucking hilarious. My fans crazy.
Darling, I feel so fucking alive. Got my drummer on the ground, got my dreams in the sky. It's on an 8-hour flight where the condoms in the air. Where the studies are doing platinum records like it wasn't rare. And I swear, that shit was just a dream just an hour ago. Now when I was home, doing songs in mama's laundry room. Off the store and iPhone, now I'm doing songs with idols. Now it's crazy, crazy, crazy. You think I was once suicidal? Man, I do this shit like every day I be bustin' like every day. Heard you say it, man, but fuck those commas. I do for you, grandma, grandpa, I made you promise. I think of you every day, thinking how you woke up 4 o'clock in the morning just to bring the bread every day. Never went on Section 8 every day, trying to make the American dream. I swear to God, that shit seems so impossible. When you think about it, do a test just an hour, just to pull a couple bucks while you're pulling a couple 100 crowns in the scorching sun. Man, I would be so done if I tried. Man, I wish you guys would never even die.
Oh man, I just love it. Your stuff's so deep, and it's like you just connect. Like for me, at least, I feel like a lot of people feel like this is like you emotionally connect to your music. It's very personal, you know?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's awesome.
No,
And
I
on an
appreciate you saying that.
artistic, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
And on an artistic tip, though, like your samples, the sound of your album is so dope. It's so inspired. Like, did you have that whole vision for this when you were making your album? Like, did you have like that whole thing, or did it come together in pieces?
Yeah, no, this is actually something that was decided before the album was even created. You know, I lost my
Okay.
grandparents. Yeah, so I was raised by my grandparents, and they played a bunch of 50s music growing up, you know, and like 50 rock and roll. And I just grew up with those classics and Motown and everything like that, you know. And I wanted to, you know, I wanted to basically, you know, incorporate that into my album, you know, because I grew up with that music, you know. So um, that was like, yeah, that was definitely decided way before the album even before I even recorded my first song.
Wow. That's a like a great way to pay homage, you know. And
Yeah,
I got that feeling from listening to your album on that song in particular when I heard that and you talked about your grandparents. And I don't know, like, you know, obviously your details or whatever, but I got that feeling that they were very important to you. So I thought that was really cool that, you know, you honor them in that. I think that's awesome. I think that's really nice.
thank
Um,
you. Yeah, no,
Sweet.
100%.
What do you want your listeners, your fans, to get from your music?
What I would want them to know that, you know, that they're, you know, like not not to sound like cliche, but uh, you know, I have a quote, and my quote is, "You're not alone." That's really what I would want them to know, is that they're not alone. There's a lot of people that are out there, and I know that you know, pain is you know, is really strong in it, and it can be overwhelming at times, but at the same time it's just temporary. And you know, that's why that quote's there, is that you're not alone. For everybody to remember that there is somebody there that can help you, you know. It's just that you have to accept the help. That's it.
I love that. I saw you use that quote, that tag a couple times. You are not alone. So I really respect you for doing that, for touching people's lives like that. You know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, I
as
really
someone,
appreciate
yeah, as someone who has kids too, like I try to teach that to my kids too. Like the pain and suffering is temporary, but sometimes it's hard.
it.
You
Yeah,
know. And I think having someone like you out there in the spotlight as like a hero, somebody you can relate to, you're like, you know, I like that you're not alone. So it's just like, you know, I'm having a hard time finding the words, but like I feel you on
no,
that.
I hear you. Yeah, and I think it's really dope that you're already teaching your kids that. Like, how old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
My son's 10.
Wow, so yeah, so very very young, and I think that's dope that you're forcing that in him and just already like showing him that, you know.
Yeah, because it's so sad when you think about people who, you know, do take their life when they're so young.
Yeah,
And as you get older, you're like, man, like you thought it was so bad in high school, but when you get out of there, you're like, that stuff doesn't even matter anymore.
yeah. I'm sorry, so that my fans. This is like an inside joke, so just give me one sec, real quick. I'm
Okay.
sorry. There you go, guys. All right, I love y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, go ahead. But yeah, no, that's really true. And you know, it's like that's what I want people to get. It's like it's really temporary. It's not. You know, I guarantee you, it's gonna get better because, you know, I almost did take my life, and knowing how like knowing how many people have messaged me and saying that I've helped them with just one song, I think about like, what if I wasn't there? And
Right.
you don't realize like the domino effect and how you could change people's life just because you're there, you know. So yeah, so I think that answers the question, right?
Yeah, yeah, just I mean, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing what you do.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, thank you for bringing this to the forefront and allowing me to talk to you and your fans and allowing my fans to be a part of your fans, and it just means a lot. So thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so, and then hopefully we'll get more people too to find out about your awesome album and everything else. That's my goal here, is just to get more exposure and stuff. Like, I just love it. Like,
Yeah.
damn, people need to hear this. You know what I mean?
No, I appreciate that. Yeah. No, you know, it's just patience. That's it. It's no longer like I feel like it's no longer, oh, it could happen. It's
Right.
just, when is it gonna happen now?
Okay, so I do want to give a shout out to your new merch. Is your merch out yet?
So as of today, the I will be taking pre-orders. Um,
Okay,
so
pre-orders today, people,
yeah,
please.
yeah, I will be taking pre-orders. My fans have decided on a design that I came out with designs, and they decided as during the 24 hours that the post was up. Uh, and yeah, so the merch I'll be taking pre-orders as of today.
Okay. All right, cool, perfect. I'm happy to hear that. So, okay. So, talking about your fans, what keeps you moving forward in what you do and making music and being in the spotlight and everything else?
Uh, I would say uh, two things real quick. Um, I would say my fans. That's definitely one. Like, not to sound cliche or anything like that, but I know that I've created such a bond with my fans that there's it would actually, I feel like it would kill me if I just stopped, because I know how much of a bond I created with them just over music. So that's one. And the second reason is because I actually, when my grandparents were passing away, I made a promise to them that I would honor them, this way.
I love that. That's sweet. Um, all right. So, can you tell us, you said earlier that you almost did take your life.
Yes, yeah, I did.
So
Yeah.
is that a reflection in the song Goodbye Letter?
Yes, yeah. Goodbye letter actually hits on a lot of notes. Um, you know, uh, Goodbye letter. It's more of the second verse speaks about um, I want to speak out to the kid that's about to cut himself and tell him to put that shit down, and understand that you know even though it feels like you're never gonna stop hating yourself, it's okay, because eventually you're gonna be able to love yourself for all the things that you're incredible at. Uh, but yeah, I did almost kill myself when I was very young, and you know, it I feel like I haven't really spoken about it too much, but it was it was definitely more than once, and I'm not sure if you would like me to go into detail about it or such, but uh, it's just it, it it really just, I'd rather go ahead and share that story like on a record rather than just talk about it, because I still kind of get emotional about it. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure. So, um, that means we have more records to look forward to, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, no, for real. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just feel like the song would do more than just talking about it. You know?
All right. Let's take a listen to it real quick.
Yeah, definitely.
was born for more, born for more. I feel like everything's promised. Fuck the world, and I ain't trying to make no friends. I ain't trying to be no help. So I sleep with my soul. Wake up tomorrow, a true villain can still in his crumbs. I find my solution at the end of a bottle. I wake up next to my laundry numbers. Guess so once again, give me a sweatshirt, 40 and M&M's. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. When you're leaving, where you going? When you gonna say hello? I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. I don't want you go, I don't want you gone, no, no. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. Everything could have been so much better. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. I don't wanna reach your goodbye letter. Shout out to every kid that feels alone. Shout out to every kid that cuts himself back at home. Shout out to every kid that puts that shit to his wrist and says, fuck it, I'm gone. Wait, and once you put that shit down, understand where I'm coming from. I know what it feels like to hate yourself. I was a kid that grew up and still hates himself. And I say what the therapist wrong. The hate doesn't go away. You just learn how to love yourself. Feel me on this one. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. When you're leaving, where you going? When you gonna say hello? I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. I don't want you go, I don't want you gone, no, no. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. Everything could have been so much better. I'ma say goodbye now, goodbye now. I don't wanna reach your goodbye letter.
Whew. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, another question from your album that I wanted to touch on too is this skit right here. Let's play that real quick.
My fans are funny as fuck. I'm sorry.
Y'all fans, your fans are funny. Y'all funny. Hey, what's wrong with my Starbucks though?
John! Yes?
What are you doing?
I was just making copies, that's all.
Just get them off us. You know, I'm gonna pause it there so people are gonna have to listen to the album
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But before I get into the question though, I did want to note though, I think another thing that makes your album so epic is the fact that you have these skits in your album where it feels like a story from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
And there's so many connections as far as like when you talk about your grandparents, like you can feel that the whole like it's like a story, a book. It's like a bubble. It's like a whole, you know, like contained feeling or sensation in your album. Like I said in the beginning of the interview, and for anybody who hasn't heard from earlier, we're talking with JayVic right now, and check out his stuff on iTunes. So he's on iTunes. His album is Trying to Sleep. So sorry, I had to put that little plug in there, make sure y'all know. But like I said earlier, you know, when somebody asked me, they're like, oh, you know, I was like, oh, I'm about to interview JayVic, and they're like, oh, what song should I listen to? And I was like, you have to listen to the whole album, you know?
I love
like,
that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because it's like, I think that's only fair, to be honest with you. Like, if you really are into music and you want to hear some good music, listen to the whole album, you know?
Right, yeah.
So with that skit, the Fired skit, what inspired you to put that on there?
So what inspired me to write that skit was you know, I really did just get fired from my job, and you know I felt like complete utter shit, and I you know whenever I get a certain feeling or a very strong feeling, to me that's like a chance to record something, you know, to record like a real feeling. And so like that's what I did. I went home and I started writing exactly what happened to me, you know, I wrote the skit, and I basically the reason why I put that in there was because uh, you know, I feel like, okay, well, you know, basically I'm on the come up right now, and whenever I'm at work, like I actually have a real job. I'm not going to get into that, but whenever I felt like I wrote that skit because whenever I felt at work, I just felt so. I would look around everybody, like my coworkers and shit, and they look so miserable. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not to sound like a dick, but they just look so miserable. And then I'll look at myself, and you know, I feel miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you hear all these other artists that are currently, you know, making music to, you know, right now, they're, you know, like my idols and such, and they speak about, you know, like, you know, having faith in yourself, and why are you gonna, you know, why are you gonna do it? You know, actually, there's an artist named NF. I'm not sure if y'all. I know my fans are familiar with him, but I'm not sure if you're
Mm-hmm.
familiar with him. NF is a dope artist, and he has like a line that says he's like, if you don't like what you're doing for work, why do you do it for?
Mm-hmm.
And when, you know, believe it or not, that line was actually the reason why I wrote the skit, because I felt like that was true. Why, you know, I hate this. You know, it's not what I want to do. And but yeah, you know, I'm stuck doing it. And so I felt like when I got fired, I wanted to really catch that feeling. And I know that when I wrote it, I knew that there was a lot of people that have been fired and feel like shit. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, not a lot of people know what, you know, what that person's feeling. That person might, you know, really need that job. And I just wanted to capture that because like I know what it feels like to feel just kind of like worthless, you know.
Right.
And so that's why I put that skit in there. That's where the inspiration came. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not laughing at you.
No, I saw it too. Yeah, that's
Oh, it's all good. That's
but
funny. Yeah, you can take the phone with you though. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta leave the phone.
yeah, you know, I'll be sure to talk to that fan afterwards and be like, we can't be doing that, bro. We can't.
It's all love. It's all love. You know,
Yeah,
I love that skit too because it made it also feel another sense of that reality I was talking about, like as far as like real life stuff. Like people got jobs. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like it was cool to just have like that connection as far as not something being so, disconnected from reality, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So I was really feeling that too, on
Believe it or
that,
not, I was actually, believe it or not, I was debating whether to put that in there or not
really.
when I was recording the album. Yeah, I made the skit and I was like, I don't know if I should put it there, you know, if I should put it in there. But um, the people around me, they told me to do it, and so that's
Yeah.
why it's there. Yeah,
I'm glad you did. I think it's
yeah.
I think it's a nice add to it. To the whole album. It fits in nicely. I think it's really nice. Like,
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah. So that kind of makes me think of two questions actually. So one of them is, so can you tell us a little bit more about your team and like when you're making this album, like, did you go through the creative process of like picking the songs, or I don't know if you, do you make any of the music, or do you have like can you tell us more about like your team as far as like making your
Yeah.
project?
So I have so so I have a song called "The Beginning,"
Mm-hmm.
and it speaks about going through, basically, you know, me going through, me working with one group, and then that group kind of like using me, and then you know, I end up, you know, falling down, and then finding and, you know, meeting up with an old friend, and then building off of that. And then he had issues, and you know, he had to go, you know, to Chicago and leave, and then I had to start all over again. and basically, I've had multiple groups while working on this album that would help me with the beats and help me with the creation of the album. Also, you know, as far as the writing goes and everything, that's all me. The recording, that's all me. But and basically, me choosing the beats is that's also me, and that's basically yeah.
Cool. Let's listen to it real quick. The beginning, a little bit of that.
Yeah. You guys.
That's because Jay's the shit. That's why.
I wish you knew what it felt like to stand on stage where everybody knows your name. So I had to build a team.
Okay.
I started go to shows. Eventually made my bitch up on the J-Go. That shit was ego. We started building a team. That shit was A-Yo. And anyone that said it different, I let them have it. We started doing local shows. We started building up. Fuck yeah, that shit was dope. I felt like everything was coming together, but never jumped to conclusion. Cause when it comes up to conclusion, you ain't part of the group, you just a chauffeur, you just a hype man. You didn't go to high school with this man, who the fuck are you? I don't know, but that's a question I've been asking myself for too long. I don't wanna start no beat, but I've been there for too long. But I'll be damned if I let anyone tell me who the fuck I am. I'm a poor Tupac, a dope platinum, I'm fucking hype, man. At this point, you just like realize that all you were was a fucking ride. You gotta move on, man. Like, you gotta move on with like your life and figure out what your story is, because it's not your story. I'm gonna figure out my story. Once again, you start back from zero. This time you gotta move faster, the faster, the masses, the back tracks, the fact that people don't give a fuck about you. Look at your messages, nobody seems to write you. And then you fall to depression, and then finally a message from an old friend from the past. He put you on blast, he said, Jay, this is fucking fantastic. Why aren't you rapping? I felt like you can do it. In less than 10 months, you finally fucking doing it. Doing shows from the Bay, come to California all the way. People saw I know the name, I wish these moments would never go away. Without the seeing Alan Cow from the blue. When they speak about your friends, you see what the fuck they do.
Yeah. So, I love that. I love that storytelling too. I keep saying it, but I really do. I just love it. Ah!
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what artists inspire you? I heard you say Eminem.
Yeah.
Is that
he's the yeah. Well, that's like, he's obviously one. I think I don't know an artist that's like making music today that doesn't say he's inspired me. So I think that's just like a given. But I definitely listen to I love listening to J. Cole. I love listening to Kendrick. Those two artists are on replay a lot. When I was making this album, the Ready to Die album by Biggie was playing a lot. That was in rotation a lot. His intro is actually what inspired my intro.
okay.
I mean, I got a long list of inspirations. So, I mean, we can keep going, but I think after Kendrick, I would say probably most likely I would definitely want to say like NF. I would want to say he's a definitely dope artist. I would say to Fora. I'm not sure a lot of people know who Fora is, but Fora is a dope artist. Yeah, I mean those guys are on rotation a lot. Logic used to definitely be on my playlist a lot, but his newer shit it hasn't really inspired me a lot, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. What are you working on right now?
I'm working on my next album currently right now. It's called Young Johnny. And if you want to see the album cover, I already dropped the album cover. It's on my feed. and all my artwork is done by Chris Walters. He's one of my buddies. He's based out in New York, and
Mhm.
he does all my artwork. He did the artwork for Trying to Sleep, and he did the artwork for the new album called Young Johnny.
Young Johnny, okay. And your Instagram is what's your Instagram handle?
Official JayVic.
Official JayVic. Okay,
Yeah.
so then if you go and follow Official JayVic, if you don't, and then you can see all of his artwork and some of little snippets on there too. So you can go check that out there.
Yeah.
And when can we hear that? Do you have any kind of dates for that
Ooh.
yet?
Oh, it breaks my heart. Unfortunately, with the virus and COVID, the studio and my engineer that I usually work with, the studio I go to, it's closed. And my engineer is um, very paranoid of the virus. So
Mm-hmm.
he's asked me to keep a good, 100-mile distance, from him. Uh, but yeah, no, I want to give you guys a date, but I don't even I couldn't even tell you guys right now. It's just in the works. Just know that it's in the works though.
Okay, so Young Johnny is in the works though.
Yeah.
So, but if you haven't yet, you can pick up Trying to Sleep on iTunes as well.
Yep. It's on all platforms. So you can listen on iTunes,
Oh,
Google
thank
Play.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You're
it's
my
available
friend.
everywhere.
So yeah, you can go get that on all platforms. Um, okay. Where would you say, where should like new listeners, where do you think is the number one place to find your music?
I would say you know the best way to get in contact with me is Instagram. But if you want to, like, you're asking like where is the like best place? Spotify is definitely where I direct people to go to, because for me, I just think Spotify is a lot, you know it's a lot easier to use than the other platforms. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually available everywhere. So they can listen to me anywhere, whatever they're subscribed to. They can just type in JayVic Trying to Sleep, and my album will be there.
Okay, perfect. So on Spotify, we can find you with JayVic, official JayVic or JayVic.
Just JayVic, yeah, JayVic, JayVic, all together, one
Yeah.
word.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I know we kind of touched on it a little bit as far as like your history of like starting the album and everything. But what made you want to do music in the first place?
Uh, so that's actually a funny story. So when I first was when I started when I was 14. But before I did that, um, you know, I actually like I said, I grew up with my parents and my grandparents, and they listened to a lot of 50s rock and Motown, and that's literally all I would listen to, you know. And my brother, he ended up getting like an iPod, and he ended up uploading his own music, and that's where I found my first song of hip hop, and it was Eminem, and it was the song "Stan." So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so what a great intro, right? Into hip hop.
That's funny. Yeah.
uh, and basically, when I heard that song, I was just, holy fuck. I was still like a kid, and it just opened my eyes to, like, you know, I'm over here living like in Motown and 50s rock, and the music is very, very, you know,
Mm-hmm.
fairy tale like. It's very, very, um, it's very romantic, like music, and
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden my brother, he's got a song, and I'm sure everybody's heard the song "Stan." And so after I heard that song, I ventured into his music, and I realized that there was a lot of things I related to him with, you know. Um, and one of the things is that he was really bad at school, um, and he found found hip hop, and he was able to create something incredible, which is his name Eminem. which is bigger than himself, you know, Marshall Mathers in general, you know. And I
Yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
I felt like I wanted to do the same. So I ended up writing
Mm-hmm.
like my first song, and I actually showed it to this one kid that was rapping in my school, and I was like, "Yo, I don't know how to rap, but can you rap this?" And he's like, "No, I can't. I can't rap that. I don't take lyrics from anybody. So no, I'm not gonna rap that." So since he
Okay.
didn't rap it, I said, he's like, "I'm not gonna rap that." So since he didn't rap it, I said, "Well, fuck it. I guess I'll rap it then." And and that's what started everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's funny. That's a nice intro to pop and rap music. Like,
Right.
hey, that's
Yeah.
funny. I want to play a little bit of Rolling Stone real quick. I'll get some people.
So like in that album song, I'm gonna take care of you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna take care of everybody.
Yo, I'm gonna start it over again, but I just gotta say I love the storytelling. Like when you got, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Whoops, wrong song.
So
My
like
bad.
in that album song, I'm gonna take care of you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of my family. I'm gonna take care of everybody. Mm-hmm. It's me so different. I just hope I have the same because time is really my bitch right now. You know, I kind of freaking. Don't worry. I feel like it's gonna come to you sooner or later. Just wait, just wait. I ain't waiting for too long. Just wait, just wait. I don't even know who you are. Just wait, just wait. I don't give a fuck about you no more. Just wait, just wait. Where did you go, John? Where did you go, John? Where did you go, John? I've been killing my damn right. My mama said I'm too nice. People say life's a game, but well, fuck dice. My pop pull crops ain't grew up in the projects. No nonsense, boy. Yeah, roll down Biggie. Damn right. Black shirt, blue jeans, one big hoodie. Two fingers up for Tupac and raise it up. Can you feel me? Yeah, I'll be going down this road. I'll be going down this road. Yeah, I'll be going down this road for so long ago. No regret, no change, no time to waste. No friends, no love, no pain to tame. Because I'm a rolling stone. Because I'm a rolling stone. No regret, no change, no time to waste. No friends, no love, no pain to tame. Because I'm a rolling stone.
That beat's hard. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm feeling good over here. Yeah. So let's ask some more personal questions. I know your fans are gonna enjoy this, looking at their feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are you in a relationship right now?
Uh, I'm gonna say it's complicated.
Oh.
uh, yeah. So I was. Oh shit. Did you lose me? My bad.
That was a good time to lag out.
Yeah. My camera is on point. But no, no, I'm not in a relationship right now. I was just messing around. No.
So your answer is no, you're not in a
No, no,
relationship,
I'm not
or
in a relationship. I was just messing around.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, okay. All right. So, what type of person interests you?
uh, well, uh, I'm a, to me, I feel like I want somebody that's like, you know, confident but humble. You know, I want
Mm-hmm.
somebody that is, you know, very, very strong-willed, but very loving and caring at the same time. I also like someone that's very, very artistic, you know, kind of like a free soul, you know. And I would say, you know, somebody that definitely likes. They have to like my type of music. You know, that's like 100%. If you're not fucking with the artists I listen to, then goodbye. you know, like goodbye now, you know, you know. So yeah, but yeah, that's for me. That's like my type right there.
That's what's up. I feel that. Yeah. I think it's always nice to have like a independent or strong person, like as far as being confident, being down
Yeah,
to earth, you know. Or else you just like, end up getting in trouble in a relationship for real,
yeah, exactly.
you
No, for
know.
real on that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch it up a little bit. What do you think of the BLM movement?
Um, you know, I think that uh, to be honest with you, I think that this is gonna sound you know, straightforward. I think it's about time, to be honest with you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a supportive. I support BLM, and you know, it's fucking ridiculous what they've been doing, and you know, I think it's about time this shit happened. To be honest.
I feel you. I'm 100% with you on that.
Yeah.
Um, for real. Yeah. It's nice to see people worldwide protesting. Like, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like, I
Exactly.
think that's,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's cool that, I think it's unique that, like, the opportunity with COVID, since everyone's at home, I think more
Yeah.
people are out on the streets because of that, too. So I think
Exactly.
it just
Yeah.
worked kind of weird.
No, I agree.
So, what's your favorite food?
Yeah. Are we talking you know, like Mexican, Chinese, or are we speaking about like an exact dish?
I don't know what's your favorite food. Give us a more exact dish. Like if you were having, like what's like your favorite?
Yeah. For me, I would say my favorite dish is pizza. You know, I fucking love pizza.
For real?
Yeah, that's that.
Damn.
I think you can't go wrong with that. You know, pizza is who doesn't like pizza? I love pizza. You know, and you know, I mean that's like my number one go to. You know, every birthday, pizza. Don't take me out to get steak or anything like that. I want pizza. Yeah.
Oh, okay, what kind of pizza? What are your favorite toppings?
Uh, I like I like I like combo. My favorite pizza is the combo pizza. So I like bell
Oh,
peppers,
okay.
you know, olives. I like, but I'm you know don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I'll venture out to different things like, you know, like pineapple. You know, vegetarian pizza. Like I just pizza in general is fucking delicious. Like, you know. And so yeah, I'm all for that. That's my favorite dish right there.
Man, I gotta, you know what? I'm probably gonna put some post up or something from all these interviews I've done. I got a tear from laughing. Like you are, of all the artists that I've interviewed, everybody said pizza except
Yeah,
for one person. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I think it's
Yeah.
just that you like when you're at the studio, it's like the easiest meal to have. You know,
I had pizza yesterday.
I'm having pizza today. I'm gonna have pizza today.
Ah, that's what's up. That's funny. That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most with the current shutdown?
The studio, 100%.
Uh,
Like that. I just being able to like go to the studio and record something, regardless if it's gonna be a song on the album or not, is such
mm,
a blessing. And I didn't, you know, I didn't realize how much of a blessing it was until this happened. You know,
right.
and yeah, I would say that 100%.
Yeah, that sucks. That like just the whole shutdown. Especially as an artist, like for you not to be able to get into the studio, that must be so frustrating too, you know?
Yeah, especially with all the fans have been so patient and been so awesome and just being incredible, and then on top of that, they just they'll ask me, and I feel like I'm doing them wrong by not being able to record anything. So every day I try to work more and more on the album, so that way when the COVID thing's done and my studio opens up, I can just go in there and knock out a whole album, as fast as I can.
Jay, what would you want to say to your current and future fans right now?
I would want to say you're not alone. I just want to say that, and that I just leave it like that. I think that says, speaks volumes already.
You are not alone. Yeah, I feel you on that. And please keep doing what you're doing because I think I mean, you're clearly you're touching people's lives. You're changing their lives. I think that is, like that's just monumental, besides any kind of, financial or fame or anything else, but being able to actually touch people's lives and change their lives.
Yeah.
That's for real, like that's monumental. So
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you,
you're
Solee. I
not
appreciate it.
alone. Um, so is there anything in concluding this, is there anything that you want everybody to check out right now? And actually, before you answer that, everybody go check out JayVic on all platforms. Follow him on his
Of course.
Instagram, which is pinned right there, official JayVic.
Yeah.
And on oh man, what's the platform that you said you use? SoundCloud?
Oh no, Spotify. Spotify.
Spotify. So
Yeah.
JayVic on Spotify. So y'all go check that out. But is there anything else that you would want us to check out right now in particular?
Yeah. Go check out the merch that's dropping out right now. Go check out the design. So my fans decided on the design. I'm gonna be posting the design that we're gonna be printing out, and go check it out. Copy a hoodie real quick, and then show
Yeah,
some love and support. So 100%.
that's what's up. Thank you so much for joining us, JayVic. I really appreciate it. I love your album. Trying to Sleep is bomb, is tight, is epic. Like honestly, it's like, is this, is this like, do you have any other albums you've dropped?
No, actually, this is I've had
Damn.
albums I created, like I've had albums that I created before, and those albums will never see the light of day ever because they're just like startup albums, like to develop where I'm at now. So, yeah, but this is my first album that I actually showed to the public.
Man, you killed it. Your first album, man. So thank you so much. Loved you. I love your work. I love what you're doing in general. Thank you so much for being on the interview today. And
Yeah.
thank you to your fans. I'm gonna give them back to you. Y'all go ahead and
Guys, follow Solee. Thank you so much. Yeah, I
thank
just want
you.
to say thank you for interviewing me and doing this, and you're really helping out the movement. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right.
Bye, you guys. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Love you all.
You know what? I'm gonna play a song while I'm going out, so you can dip out. Thank you for being
I
here. I'll
appreciate
play
it. Thank you so much.
something. Y'all got a request as I play something out? Let's see. I'm gonna play. Thank y'all for joining us so much. Hopefully, if you didn't know JayVic before, hopefully you know about JayVic now. So that's what's up. Bye, y'all.
I swear to God, my vision perfect. I'm more than all these other rappers call our customer service. It's all about the verbiage. I want these glasses to see, but they get it twisted. I see the future clear as can be. I'm not dead, but people bring me up as a lead. I take 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back. These other rappers want on treadmills, and I'm on tread. They say life isn't perfect, I don't really care about that. It's all about being exact, the competition.
I know y'all got a complicated relationship, so y'all can continue your beautiful relationship.
Never be there. I hear about too fucking big.
Yes, I'm single.
They always ask, why you try so hard, Jay? I just bring it back. Why you try so little, bitch? Sorry for that. I'm not trying to be a dick, but you only get one
Love
out
y'all.
of there. So why the fuck would I hold back? Baby, I'm working every night, and I'm working every day. I know you want me to come home.